our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Gail of Gaia, and this is Free Range, where we graze on wild ideas and we have wonderful guests. Well, as you probably already know, I'm having Jenny Lee on again, and she's remote viewed some very interesting things, and she has a lot to tell us. So let me bring her on. Hi, Jenny.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great, and I hope you are too.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely a different week, isn't it? It's up and down like a roller coaster.
All over the
crazy.
place. Yes, I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way, because it goes from being really high and happy and feeling really great to being irritated and anxious.
Yeah. Well, I just think like I've been telling everybody, we're in the financial process of seeing the financial divisions fall down and new ones step in. So it's time to get to that business part of things, and you're seeing it on our new financial system stepping in. It's good.
Yeah, and that's how they've been able to control us, is through the financial system. And this quantum financial system, when they change it up, hopefully that'll make a big difference.
I think it'll make it equal, and that's what it's needed to be for such a long time. I think that's going to be just great as humanity evolves as one.
Oh, isn't that? Yes, it's very exciting, actually, and I'm happy to be alive at this time of history.
Yeah, our ancestors, would love to have been around at this time and been a witness to the process that what we're going through right now. I mean, really going back to that process of things and looking at it and going, wow. And I've always told people, this is going to bring you to your knees of what you're witnessing, what you're developing in, all of it. It's great of what's happening. So it's an amazing situation. I don't, there's, everybody on Twitter is like, whoa, they're really figuring things out. And, that's like the reality TV place there now. You don't have to news, you just got to go to Twitter to get the real news. So, and so it's good and everything. But I mean, when it really crashes that emotion side of reality of what happened, I think it really is going to bring people to a surreal moment, pushing the games aside and all the conflict, and we come back together as humans and beings in a process of acceptance, of the truth.
Oh, yeah.
And that alone is going to bring people together, of looking at each other as one. So. And sorry, I have dogs. So, and in that process,
one.
So, and I say, you're going to see what has been true light to follow, and that is a right and correct way, and the ones that were not true of light and were not putting the information out there that was correct. And it's like I was talking to you earlier about this. There's this younger generation that's thirsty for the truth, and they're asking questions and everything. Amazing. you know.
That's awesome.
Strategic.
Yeah, we'll have to connect and see what we can do.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful, because we have, and I mean, not that I have anything against older, but I'd like it'd be nice if our audience could,
Well, I think we're
more
supposed to
ground.
be leading them and then giving them the voice when, I mean, because in every age there is on this planet, there's information that dwells in each seed. And we need to listen to all of it combined together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just think our responsibility as older people is to help the ones, that are younger and lead them into their voice too.
So they can start carrying the torch, more or less.
Yes, exactly.
We don't last forever. But, okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's just an amazing process. But I think, I'm not worried about this winter going into some not free, but fear process or anything like that. I think we're okay. I think, like I said, be appreciated when you see everything burning down and you can walk through the fire without fear. That's where we need to be with things. And it's a hard situation.
I'm going to put up this little comment. Sometimes I like to put up some of the comments that people make because they're insightful, or we could discuss them more. Inner Peace said 95% have no idea what is going on, and that also counting spiritual and patriots. The indigenous are the ones who know.
Yes, they do.
If you can access spiritual world, you are getting, even if you can access spiritual world, you are getting wrong information. I don't know what they mean by that exactly, but.
Well, I think you need to know the direction in the spiritual world and verify that is the correct energy you should be talking to, and that is not lying to you and giving you false information.
And that is something that you always do, and I know you've said this to me, is you identify, and through always. Identification, and isn't there a sense of the energy as well? It's just like you can tell.
It has a bigger strength behind it. It has a knowing, that the truth behind it. And that's the thing about it, because I think when I do the identification, the negative always loses its composure and you could feel it drop. And then with the strength of the true information of the light, it's just empowers. So there's a big difference with that strength. And that's what I feel. So, yeah, I mean, wow. And each individual has the power to reach to that and walk in that power and reach to it, and that's the thing about it is, this time we are in, we're always going to look back and reflect and be honored to be here and gone through it as a team together at a time of a moment that was so important to our world, and go, wow.
This is why I, myself, I've always felt so compelled to be doing what I'm doing, is to get information out there to help people. And by the way, while I'm saying that, if there's any people that out there that would like to volunteer and help with the channel, please email me. And let me grab this other comment by Inner Peace. Yes, in spiritual, there are many false information. It also depends on the person's frequency and genetics when they access spirit. Do you have any comment on that?
I don't think it has nothing to do with genetics. I think it has to do with a knowing of an energy that you're supposed to get information from. The genetic factor has nothing to do with it, because that's just separated in categories. And I don't think it's a category thing. It's a energy frequency. It's a capability. It's a mindset. It's a mindset level. That's what it's about, they show. So, there's some pure good DNAs out there, but they are not spiritually enlightened. So I don't think it has anything to do with the DNA.
Well, here's something that could be taken into consideration too. If the person say they have good, good DNA that spirit can get through really well, but they're metabolically, they're full of toxins and heavy metals and things of that nature. And there's blockages, even in the physical body.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just a consideration. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, there was another question I saw. I'm going to bring it up, and they were asking what you're here. Ask Jenny if she knows when the White Hats will let the military step in. I mean, we can't give dates about anything.
Well, those are kind of in sync. It looks, you have to look at the view of the category, how you're looking at it. Are they stepping in, or are they already stepping in? Or is it just behind the curtain that you don't see that they're there, but they are there? But the green curtain is the last little thing that you're not seeing. So are they already there? Yeah. Are they already stepping in? Yeah. Are they already, can you see that clearly? Probably not. But I guarantee you when 3 stations go down, you will see it.
There's actually some truth coming out on CNN, which is amazing. That's because it's been taken over. Yeah.
I wonder. Like Amazon and everything else, you know. So yeah, I mean, we want to see everything with these 2 eyes and know that that's the credibility with the situation, but it's also the sense of knowing that you can feel things working together and accumulating in a direction of understanding. So it's, you know, you ask yourself that question and you can see it and you can feel it in that sense.
I have to, I'm going to put this up there. Thank you, Thomas Lynch. I really appreciate it. That I bring people that are bringing reality and truth forward as best I can anyway. So thank you for that. And then Inner Peace apparently wants to believe that DNA can access spiritual. DNA with carbon can access Akashic records.
DNA has nothing to do with the spiritual realm. I mean, they're putting blood, bone, and you know, trying to put a genetic thing, and that's the only way to access it. It's not. It's not a blood and bone. It's your conscience of enlightenment, of conscience level and understanding and acceptance and trust and knowing. It is, they're putting this in a human category again, using your DNA, and that's not the situation. You just look at it this way. If you were not even a being with blood in your system, or you weren't a human being, you know, is that the only access that can access into spirituality? No. I'm just telling you, if, you know, say elusive state being that's a higher conscience, it's not about the DNA, you know, the higher dimension creatures or higher spiritual people in their original form, which is energy. They're not worried about DNA. They're not mentioning DNA. It's just society as a concept. It's just, it's pushing everything into the DNA. And that's all they're talking about.
They've always done that. That's that every kind of any disease, even in the medical field, everything was genetics, and it wasn't. It's environment. It's terrain. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, it's I get what you're saying.
It's about your true spirit, and that's why that's a certain individual that you are in that vessel, and that's what matters. You know, and this will tell you right away. When you die on this plane, you see your spirit leave. Your body, your DNA is not going with you. It don't matter. Your spirit does. Your conscience does. Your light does. Your frequency does. So.
Okay. That pretty much nails it. What do you think about this? The flash will change and determine everything, including where people will stand.
It depends on the level of their conscience. So some people, when they see the flash, someone will try to ignore it, like it's not a big deal. Then you already have people that are aware and ready for this, and will just ride it like a wave. If you were surfacing on the ocean, they're ready to ride that wave and tap into that situation, and some are just, well, like, I don't know, maybe I'll start doing it, so there's different people are going to be at different levels of understanding, and the ones that are been working on this higher vibration, enlightenment, information, they're going to be like, yes, we are ready. We want to go now.
Bring it on.
And the other is like, no. So each person's at a different level.
Okay. Well, I see disclosure coming out now already too, and that's been a big issue. Right. Nancy says the crazier it gets, the closer we are to white disclosure. It's happening already. I see disclosure in quite a few places.
Well, it's just it's feeding it here in little pieces, and then it's going to build up to a certain point that you can't run from it. You can't escape it. And this is what I've told you. When it's out there, and I talked about this in the Conscience War group on Telegram today, and the thing is, this is the thing. When it does, you are going to have those people in denial, and they're just going to run away in their room, and they're saying, don't talk about it. Don't bring the subject up. Don't go into it. So they will probably end up hitting a hard wall one day and crashing. And then you have those ones that are going to have that mid-level acceptance and start to ask questions. Then you're going to have the one that's like, we're here, we're ready, let's roll with this situation. So there's many at different levels, but you are going to see the deniers go into a different deny stage, no matter what, and they won't watch it. Just saying.
Wow. Somebody just mentioned, Sage, knowing energy and frequency, that respect you give mankind, you give yourself respect. Wait, did I read that right? Knowing
respect you give mankind, you give yourself respect.
In other words,
energy.
How you treat others. Yeah. Okay. All righty. Thank you, Sage, for that comment. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, well, we're getting a little argument here.
Oh.
It says all you have to do is ask why certain can open up places. You do need certain genetic. It is an activation. Their genes have a frequency signature. Have a frequency. Well, that Mary.
Well, and that's it's everybody's at a different understanding level consciously, and that's probably what that person sees at that level of understanding, and that's fine. And they'll might be changing their position in a year or wherever they advance. It's the same thing as like everybody says, well, there's a council of 9, and I'm like, well, there's a council of 300, but you're not at that veil yet of seeing it. So that's how it works. So you're just going to be at a certain understanding for a certain level until the acceptance of understanding comes in.
Someone said, this was funny. Amy Smith said, if DNA mattered at all, I would be possessed.
I know, right? Bottom line, when you got here and you shed your body, you're not taking that with you.
She happens to know that she came from what she considers dark DNA. So thank you for sharing. And David says you can't fake frequency.
No, you cannot.
Just like you can tell when you walk in a room if there's an argument been going on, or if there's tension in the room, or things of that nature.
Yeah, it's all energy. I mean, that's the thing. The body is a limitation. When the spirit travels, it's unlimited. Bringing blood, bone, and DNA into the situation is not making it better. You know what I'm saying? When you are unlimited, when you're out, your vessel is free outside the body. You know what I'm saying? When you do any type of spiritual travel, you're unlimited. You can go anywhere. You look at things in a containment, and that is the only way that your identification is. You're limiting yourself.
Okay, here's another one. Nicole Martin is asking, what about South America? It used to be under Mexico. Now it's east of Florida due south. That I don't know anything about
never
that.
heard of that, but what about South America? It used to be under Mexico, is east to Florida. I don't agree.
I never heard you. Okay. Unless something's happened rather drastic that we haven't heard about.
Right.
Oh, here we got another comment about the DNA. So let's, it carries dimensions within it. It's a frequency.
Okay. Frequencies within the spirit. I haven't seen a spirit grab, carry the blood up there, but hey, could be the first.
Oh, this is Toby says the only thing you ever take back with you is your growth or lack of it.
True.
That's what you take with you. True. So it's your consciousness that matters.
Yes, it goes. It goes when you die. As we shed our body here, we can't take it. They're not up there asking for a DNA passport.
Okay, Nancy has a question for you. Jenny, what does a solar flash look like to you? Have you been given visions about it?
Okay, so I like a different name. So everybody, the concept of solar flash to them is just like boom and all this stuff changes.
Bright light.
So in my group, they said the last thing that's going to happen is there's a fog that's coming. And in this fog, of this cream fog that comes, it will be, at your door. And when it comes to your door, you're either going to self-combust because you're negative and you can't handle it. And I think everything pretty much that is that negative is already off this planet. Or when you feel that, you're going to feel everything that your conscience has had in its past and understand the enlightenment frequency, and you're going to just be in the oneness. It's going to bring the oneness to you, the ones that are awake, and the ones that are not supposed to go and that are negative. I hear self-combust energy. They won't be able to adapt to the light that it brings to the soul, period. So it's like you've walked your path. You've done what you're supposed to do. And now to walk into this 4D process, you're walking, and you're like, wow, engulfing the energy and embracing it and not in fear. Mm-hmm. And that's when they say, you see us all together as one, walking into that light.
Oh, wow. So this fog, is it light? Is it?
Yeah, they've always showed me, it's a light cream fog. And it's almost like at the end of a storm, how the calmness takes over and the fog will come. And so to me, that is the solar flash. And not in a hard impact way. It is a strong, subtle, content, balance concept.
Interesting. I haven't heard anyone say it that way. I'll have to tell you this Charlene says she discovered Jenny on your channel, Gail. Love her and you too. Thank you both. So thank you. We appreciate that. Anyway. Here we go. Here's another one. Will we be transformed before the financial reset? I feel money will be irrelevant soon.
Human money. But when every being has what it needs to survive. So how are you looking at money? It's not going, to have a lot of things, actually it has an adaptation of just being in the ego to show people where you are and what you've earned and make sure they notice that. Do you understand? So we don't need that level no more. We just need being content, working with each other as humanity. So when you look at that, when everything has everything that it needs and we're taking care of what we taken care of all around the world, it's one conscience energy that is in a great development. You know what I'm saying? So the financial part of that is to start it, yes. But at the end, we're going to grow through that and understand what the meaning beyond that is more important. Then you're going to figure out, well, this wasn't really important. It was just to get us there together and look at each other as an equal and survive as one.
Some people are going to have a real hard time with that, seeing others as equals.
I know, right? But when you let that go,
when
you let that go, you really understand what we're here to do.
You're equal but different contributions to make. I don't know how else to put it, but somebody has made the comment that I think gold is really medicine, like the frequency is healing, not for money.
Well, I know that gold is medicine because I've seen it at the bottom of our planet and how it shades. It comes off a tree. They showed me. So it is in some way, but it is used in several ways. But they were gold flakes.
Okay, it looks like they would like to know why we called the name of this copycat fraud.
Because we haven't gotten into the subject yet.
Exactly. So anyway, we're getting there. And I did upload some of the, I can take us off the screen and I can put them up on the screen.
Okay.
And,
so it kind of lets people know what I do. Well, remote viewing, I do all kinds, but I do a lot of fraud cases. And then, trickle into the evidence and find the evidence, and they go and verify the evidence, and they have a hard copy of the evidence and prosecute that way. But this is something now, anybody that's on YouTube, that's on Instagram, that you're doing any type of show or you're a public figure, you're having this issue. And what it is copycat profilers that are copying your profile because they think you're enriched enough that they're going to profit off that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we could go over many of these scams, that how this started to walk up a ladder of information. So everybody remembers the email scam that was, what was that, 10 years ago? They started doing an email scam where you would get $10 million if you only send us $500 to this wire us this money. So everybody's getting those emails, right? Do you remember those emails where they would tell you that you inherited $2 million? And
yeah, I've seen that. Yes. Yeah, I've had them personally mailed to me. Yes.
Yes, personally. And then all you have to do is give us
all your information.
Yes, and that's all. And then they would put pictures in and seeing a person die. Oh, this is, you inherit this. There's no one that I know, and they are always in India or, and different foreign countries that these scams come from, which they do. Because here, you can rat them out and then they can investigate them. There, it's a little harder. But, that's a big scam that's going on. And then I've also seen, we'll go back to the real reason why I did this, but the Amazon scam. Everybody gets that Amazon scam in the email too, where they're like, well, your account has been hacked or we need to verify your banking information and your credit card, And I'm thinking, who's really, you look for the certification, you look for the heading, you look for all that. And they're just normal emails that you get. But the people are falling for this left and right.
Well, I've seen some where they use like it looks like a copied header, or like it might have come from where they're saying, but it look right. You know what I mean?
No. The instinct is telling you it's not right.
Yeah.
And then, but our elders, they get it in the mail, and that's one thing with the IRS new letter they're getting that's not from the IRS. And and I've had several people say, well, they just got done paying the IRS and now they owe more money. Sorry. And then then they're writing a check out. And then you got to see, it doesn't even say make the check out to the IRS either. So, I mean, there's many scams out there that are going on right now. But, it's just all these places overseas are, they're getting desperate. I think that one of the biggest ones, the IRS, I mean, they're calling, I've seen it's funny because you see it on TikTok, and they're actually turning it around and making it funny because they're calling cops or calling anybody they can to get money out of them and tell them all, we're going to arrest you. We're going to come for you. And it's like, oh, okay, I'm here.
Oh yeah. I've gotten something like that too.
Yeah. And then, but also there's the banking information. I need to double verify your account. The bank doesn't do that. The bank would call you if you had an issue, or they would send you a correct email with the correct heading and information and who to contact. They don't do that. But there's so much stuff out there that they are doing this everywhere. So there's so many scams. They're just wanting your money, so everything that you're getting that's not normal that you're getting a letter for or sounds wrong, you need to just shut it down, do the research, call the corporation to get it verified. Because Amazon, I know Amazon has a big problem with this. They get calls all the time. PayPal's another one. PayPal's another scam. They'll just try to re-verify your account.
I've got that.
Yeah,
With
I've
the
got it too.
photocopy.
Yeah, my reply on this,
Photocopy.
my reply on this is, fuck off, get a new scam. But that's why I usually reply on them. Because
well, I think I said and since my boyfriend or husband or whatever is a district attorney, I think I will be reporting this to him,
right,
or something like
right.
that. But anyway,
yeah. And so the thing is, and then when you debate them, they just really lose their mind, But that's what you see on TikTok, where they're actually turning into entertainment of them losing their minds on that thing. But then you're starting, Facebook's another one where people are trying to rent a house. You see it on there, and then they get scammed. There's no house that exists. There's no address, no key. And that's a big scam on Facebook. So, there's a lot of,
it's funny. I've seen some of those housing scams too, because there was one that happened here in Sedona, and I'm going, I haven't seen any that was rent that at that level at this point here.
Well, only that too.
And so
I heard on, was it on YouTube? Fake. YouTube, to get a ticket to an event that probably won't happen again, and they want their social security number. You never give out your social security number to nobody. And if they're not a government official, if they're not a loan process, especially to go to an event, they are really drunk. So I'm just telling you, you don't do it. And and just to think, just do it. No, you don't. That they're going to use it. So anytime your personal information, you don't give that out at all. So
yeah, Nicole had mentioned that she worked for a company that had regular training on internet security and showed how to identify the scam emails and text messages.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a situation. Hopefully, with the new system, because I believe the new system has a conscience, and they won't be able to scam these people like it is before. And it's just everywhere you look. And so, as we were talking about, people that are on YouTube, people that are doing shows. I have so many psychic friends that get this CopyCat profile done. So what happened, and I didn't know, I was been busy, so I found out, I think I sent it to you. There was like 30 times they copied the profile, and they could go in. And so the key was, when they're copying your profile, Facebook I've been good on, because Spirit will go, nope, nope, nope. Instantly, I don't have any problem. But Instagram's runs a little different. So you have to pay attention when they're liking your picture, and it's going all the way down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 30. They're copying your profile because they're using it for a situation. So so I went back and noticed that, and then then I saw the profile, because my one of my clients is a friend of mine, and she sent me the profile. And I was like, gotta be kidding me. So, what was weird, this is the new scam. What was weird with them is I looked at that, and then I was like, I got contact through Instagram through these fake hackers now that say they can remove these. And I think I got those 2 pictures up.
Yes, yes, you do. You do. I would just make this quick comment about Sage. You said, sign this. You don't need to read it. And, you know, when they have stuff to sign in the small print, I mean, if they haven't gotten carried away on that, I don't know what has, because it's just ridiculous. So, okay. Which one do you want me to bring up?
So there's only a couple, so you can start any. It doesn't matter which one.
Okay, I'll just bring them up. Okay. Let me take, well, I don't know if I can take us off or not. So let me, here. And I'm going to have to pull us, I have to pull us off, but when I do that, we won't,
Fine. Okay. That so what I saw on that is they went to my Facebook page and they pushed this hacker, and this is the person that can help you. So there's an includes, and then they advise which person you need to talk to. And then all of a sudden they're making a phone call, calling you and wanting your access to your information so they can get the profile put down. But these are also hackers that can't do the work, and they're just trying to scam you. So whole page, you're going to have to put it in the names. Yes, that's him. That's one of them. So I have 2 of them set up there. To try to get money from you or get your information or make it look like they can take these profiles down when they can't. You just report it to Instagram or Facebook. They're the ones, and they can tell you how many times they've been doing this or trying to use your profile or get the information. So that's the new scam. And I know there's a lot of people that get this problem daily with the situation, but no one talks about it. No one, they just ignore it. They don't handle the situation, and it starts, you need to handle the situation. But it is the fact that they're coming onto your profile and watch the ones that are just like too much and then just block them. And that's the thing about it, because you can also look at the profile and see that a lot of them their friends are just different countries, and they've only made the profile up and they're not connected to any of your friends. It's just a big scam that they're coming up with. So now these hackers or fake hack pages are trying to get more money out of you. So it's all about what they can get from you, and they're trying to get smarter about things. But like, again, I mean, people don't have time to take these down or put time and money into trying to take them down, but you have to do that diligently, because they're going to just do it worse or put your name somewhere else, or you got to handle it. So I remote viewed what was happening, and I picked it up and I called them out on it instantly, and that's what happened. So you got to handle the situation properly. So it's a big scam. Yeah, it's a big scam. So you gotta take them down.
Okay, let me try a share screen on the one thing that they said about your profile and how many times it was changed.
I know.
I had to, for some reason, I had to do it on. Let me find it. Here it is.
This happens on Telegram, on, you know, everywhere. It just, no one's talking about it, and they need to know that this is happening.
Oops. Anyway, that's.
Yeah, it tells how many they went into.
There were over 30, like 30 times or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I, you know who, an example is Perez. Perez gets it all the time. And I know he doesn't have time to deal with it, but it's just incredible. And then, you know, because they just think they're going to make money off that. So you have to put something unique on your profile that everybody knows about you. But they are definitely trying to play the financial game.
They have. I've seen his channel. I've seen it be copied. Is basically what it does. It looks like, and you can tell even the videos that they have, they look lighter than they should. That, you know, the something soft. But I've seen it in a number of channels. The only other person that I've heard talking about this, at least a little bit, was Carrie Cassidy, because they've done it to her.
Right. And it's just a point that it's just a scam. The whole thing. This is the thing too, and talk about in the psychic field, is just, which is irritating too. Let's use Perez again too. He doesn't do readings, but then you have these scammers who are fake psychics and all this stuff, and that's, you know, you get a phone call, it's from Nigeria, blah blah blah, and they give you a quote in your messenger about love and light, and I was pulled to your energy. You gotta just, most psychics that are authentic, they will never reach out to you, ever. They never send a text to you. They never send an email to you. You have to contact them. They would never do that. This is just a scam to get you to think that they would reach out to you in their busy schedule. That's not the way this works. Most of them have websites. If they don't have a website, don't bother. You want to go through the website and get the information, and that's how you do the order. This situation is just getting out of control, that no one's talking about it or anything. But it's because no one's doing anything about it. No one's talking about it. Nothing. And I'm not that type of person. I'm like, well, I'll just do my own remote viewing, look at it, and figure it out. And that's what you got to do. And so you got to stay on top of these. So as long as you're looking for profilers, you're going to look for these hackers. Even professional people that can take these down, you know, they have credentials and all this stuff. You can put a bunch of pictures up and put a name on something. It doesn't mean anything. And there's no website. Again, you have no website. It can't back it up. So you're just dealing with a lot of these issues. So it's just another game they're playing to make it look like they're going to help you, and they're the ones who actually are causing the problem. So it's just putting you in a corner, but they need to start calling them out, flipping the coin. And when they figure it out, put it on the media so people know who's doing this.
And who to look out for.
Yes, and they're not doing it. So, I mean, that's the thing that I'm seeing. I mean, people think it's too hard to go investigate or do something about it, you know, because they're in a different country. And that's the thing about it. You know, it's just too much to handle, as much you got coming in day after day after day after day. So, you know, it's a headache for the spiritual community. It's a headache for the politician community. Anything that if you've got people following you and they feel that they can, well, even on here for yours, you deal with these porn places that show up or stuff in your
bots. Yeah, they're like porn bots or something like that.
Just like
or trolls that gotta come.
They are trolls, but
they're say something negative. Real ones
too. They're just I don't know. Another word is like media whores is what they are, because they can't make money on their own. They gotta take advantage of situations. But I'm just saying, this is an epidemic that's starting to happen, and people are just getting so frustrated, but they don't know what to do with it.
Exactly. And what are you going to do? Because somebody brought this up, and I think that it makes sense. Lawyers work for the system, not the people. I know, right, because I was married to one for 25 years. Lawyers, same difference. Lawyers.
So true.
Professional liars who look smooth as hell on the outside. But oh my. So yeah, we would have to agree with you on that. One. They're also responsible for the fine print that you always see. It's this long and you can't read.
Right, exactly. You know, and that's the thing. It's just set up in a process that that you can't win, because I mean that's our system that's creating. It's creating a system where there's no way to win around the situation. We're at a point in our lives that, you know, doing it the right way is not, you're like, it doesn't pay off. And I'm just saying, because the laws are set up, you know, to sabotage everything. We're at a point of humanity saying enough is enough. We're done. We're done.
Yes, humanity is starting to really wake up more. I'm seeing more and more people awake, which is good. We still got a lot more to go, but it's getting there.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. We have this comment from Mary. Also, supposedly Egyptian hieroglyphics showed this white powdered gold, or she's back talking about gold. Monatomic gold probably was pretty popular to the Anunnaki. I know that.
Well, it's a very thin layer, and it's a flake process, and it's very
tiny, nano.
Yes, yeah. I've seen that, and I show people that in Humble Healing too. But it's a process. It is.
Okay. So the bar needs to go completely. British Accredited Registry is what it stands for. Double meaning of the words. And basically every attorney is supposed to be registered as a foreign agent, and none of them are, because they are foreign agents. And but anyway, that's not the topic here. But anyway, let's see, what do we got? I don't know what this one says. Greetings. We have to be careful about scams on Telegram too. I'm grateful that I'm aware of the scams and don't buy into any of them. I get emails and texts all the time. So do I. I get phone calls all the time. Phone calls always trying.
Are ridiculous. You know, I think they're the most irritating, because they put you in a bunch of a group, and you're like, how do I get out of this thing? Because I don't want to see more texts from it. That's the most annoying thing ever. And then the phone calls, and then you get a recording, because you want to get the person that's annoying the heck out of you that day, and you're just going, excuse me. No. But you can't talk to a person, you get a machine. So that, and then the insurance stuff. The insurance is off on that stuff. It just won't let you go.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Here's somebody. This is an interesting story somebody has to tell. I was almost scammed by someone saying he was Jason Shurka, and I contacted Unified, his organization, and they said it was not him. So I was happy I didn't give him anything. I had a hacker break into my computer on my Proton account and went around sending messages to people asking them for funds from me, and it wasn't me. Yeah. If anybody gave those funds to anybody that did that, because I don't do that, I might ask for something here on the show, but I'm not going to send emails to you or text messages asking for donation. I just would never do that. So, you know, be sure you know that I wouldn't do that. Okay. No matter how desperate I was.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Well, in the new system, these scammers are going to go bye-bye, because they won't have any way to get their money or anything. So it's a conscience awareness, so that it would know what's going on. So the negative is going to drop off like flies. It won't be capable of doing this.
You think the new system, is that what you're saying? Yeah. Because they won't be able to. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Because I think it is, you know, I told you, your frequency, your whole body, not the DNA, by the way, but So the whole sense of your being, they can pick up that, and they can pick up your intentions and all that stuff. So I think it's denied. It won't work.
I guess somebody must have saw some profiles of you. Jeanette says, Jenny found a few more of you.
Wow. Amazing.
This is a real Jenny here right now.
Yeah. Right. I know.
Let's
So
see. This is something that happens too, is people just friend anyone, bringing in these hackers. Then the hacker gets into your friend list and profile. People don't check out profiles first before friending. I check out profiles before friending. Because if you go to some people's profiles, you'll see they don't have their picture. Some of them have a ton of selfies. But no substance, no indicator about
nothing, and they just add them. And I the first thing I do, you get that scam where like, this is Admiral, blah blah blah, and then you would want to look at the friends. That's the first thing you want to look at, and how current they are on updating on Facebook. And if it looks like, it's nothing, it's just profile pictures, and then all of a sudden you see Nigerian friends, you pretty much know what's going on here. So
then there's ones like a military man, a general or colonel, like you said, or somebody like that, and they're interested in a romance with you. And eventually they'll be asking you for money.
They think American women are very desperate, and they need that. And I got a friend that got scammed by that big time, and she married him and everything, and oh boy,
wow,
it was a mess. Yes.
Whoa. Okay. Moving right along.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't like to bring out people's names, so you can read the name, but maybe, I don't know.
Okay. So the true Kim Gogan brings in the new financial system. Bullshit.
Is it true? Thank you.
She is not that. I asked Spirit about her. She is full of. So, and they say she's just human. That's their reply on her. So she doesn't have the capability or the understanding in the mindset to be throned for that. So no.
Yeah. She claimed to replace Marduk, and I'm going,
oh yeah.
Why would anybody even it was not a nice being. Anyway. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here looks like another question. Jenny, there are many saying we are going to lose our atmosphere from radiation. Is this really going to happen?
No.
Okay. They're always trying to scare you with something.
Fear porn.
Yeah.
Walk in fire. Be very glad that 3D is going down.
Going down. Yeah, really. Russell J. Gould also claims he's got a quantum banking system. Is it him or Kimberly? Neither.
Yeah, neither.
Neither.
It's good entertainment, though, right?
Yeah.
The thing with Kim Gogan is she gets you sucked in, and you're like, oh, it's gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and then nothing. And then again, I'll get you sucked. Nothing. Like they buy into the nothings. And then I hate Trump. Oh, I got it. He's just no, he's not. No, he's not. He just knows her very well. He knows her game, and he's got it down pat. So, yeah, the shepherd knows her. So, yeah, she's a big fraud, and I would say it to her face.
Jenny, you tell it like it is. So, okay, what do we got here? Former Mike speaks of the oxygen taken out of our air with 5G and blame a virus, nanobots in the air, but graphene. JWTV, who's that? Former
MCI speaker of oxygen takes out air.
Need more information. Warning signs.
I think that might be a joke. I don't know. The black goo was something that Elena Denon was all pissed off about, that someone released. Anyway.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here. People are coming in with questions.
Yes.
Or comments. I like to include people's comments because sometimes they have great comments. Instagram people. it goes so bad with scammers on Instagram pretending they were someone else that I deleted my account and just opened a new one and put it to private.
Private, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, but I just got on it and I haven't been on, I don't really use it much at this point. Here's another question for you about spirit. When you say spirit, is that your spirit?
When I say spirit is a team of frequency that works behind me. So
that's a good way of putting
it. It could be a 9 team, or it could be a 30, or it could be a 300, but it depends on the capability and what I got to do. I'm just saying.
Okay. Here's an interesting question. Can a soul get stuck in the dead body when you die?
No.
Can't get stuck
because
there.
what it is
Sometimes they don't.
We have to make a choice. What I usually see, they're like, oh, well, that's the energy looks nice. Well, I don't know yet. Maybe. And then it's like when they finally make that exit, it's like this. Okay, well, let's go. And it's not your relatives coming to visit you. It's the transformation team that gets you out. It's a very calm light that tries to get you intrigued to exit the vessel. And so it's not a hard process to do and everything, but they don't get stuck. They get stuck after they get out of the body and they're like, I don't want to go. So I'm just going to sit here on this bench and decide that all my flesh stuff is important. So those are ones that, they get out of the body, they don't have a choice, and they're mad because they're not in the body no more. So that's a whole different discussion of being pissed off that you're dead. Yeah.
We might have to talk about that sometime.
You can't drink and have a cigarette no more.
Okay, let's see what this one has to say. I'm always receiving those. I think I read that one already. Sorry. Let me find another one. Let me take that one off. I was going to ask you the same thing. Did you say green fog? Or
no, I did not say green fog.
Cream fog, right?
It's cream. It's green. I'd be like, Jesus, wait. No. If it was a green frog, everybody would be like, in a very nice mood. I'm just saying, but no, cream frog. See, now you got me. Cream fog. Yeah, cream fog.
Okay. Here's a sample scammer. Someone's sharing. As a senior, I got a couple of text messages to call my bank saying something like your account has been compromised. They give you an 877 number, and I contact only the number my bank has.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you look at your local bank and contact that number and tell them. And most of them are like, it's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought I was talking to a general once before.
Oh, you did? Most of them are like, it's a scam. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that one. That one's always a funny one,
Which one?
The general, because the generals, they have time to go on Facebook and post all this stuff. You actually see a general's profile. It just has one picture and private. That's what they do. They don't really do that.
Yeah, and if they have, they're usually a widow, and they have maybe you said they might have one child. I've seen it too many times. It's a scam. It's a romance scam in a lot of ways. Okay, somebody said they take your information and put it on. That's not cool.
I've heard of that on certain things, but even I think that web is like, even you go tapping into that is not good. So it's not the normal public goes in there looking for normal things.
Somebody is saying that they think the new system is coming fast.
Yes,
it is, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is. Will the real Jenny Lee please stand up? Okay, stand up. Oh, they also steal pictures. Yeah, they do. Wide awake.
Yes, that's what they do. That's why on Instagram, if they like, you're like, they're copying it.
Yeah. Oh, here's another comment on some of our favorite people, attorneys. Lawyers are so overpaid. Oh my God. Yes. It's hard-earned money, especially divorce lawyers. Oh yeah. And they love to keep you fighting. And they'll keep you fighting if they can, if you fall for it. I had a divorce that I had. We were not arguing about anything. We told we wanted to use the same attorney. You know, we're in agreement about everything. We're just going our separate ways or what have you, and we're not fighting. He was so upset that he just really wanted to get us into it. Well, what about this? Well, what about this? You know,
right?
It's okay. It's okay.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. It's all good. We've agreed on everything. We really don't need you, but you know, the court may, you know. But anyway, they are something else. Okay, here's somebody. Nasara here now. Saw checks going out 125 to VA, SSI, SS, low income, Kelly Green, YouTube. 1,400. Last one was 3/20/21. That was like a stimulus check. That wasn't a.
Yeah, that was a stimulus. That was not a Nasaro.
That wasn't anything related to any increase in Social Security. I get Social Security, and
that was I think that was created by the fake dimensional, or not dimensional, dimension. What do you call Joe Biden these days?
Oh yeah,
dementia.
Demented.
Where's the toilet?
Fake.
Oh, it's right here.
Not real. The whole thing was fake.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sure. I sent checks out. I can't remember. I did.
Oh. But anyway, I mean, there are people that are saying that there's supposed to be, a significant increase in Social Security, starting with seniors. Well, I'm here to tell you it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, very.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's not that far away, maybe.
No, I don't think it's that far at all.
Oh, good, because things are getting a little desperate over here. Anyway, dating sites. Oh my God, they really target widows. Oh. Yes, they do. Oh my God, yes. Whoops. Ooh, here's somebody is making a comment about Miss Kim.
Oh. Yes, she is. Me and can't agree on that, let me tell you.
Okay. Oh, here's one. Getting fun questions tonight, Jenny.
Oh, that's okay.
Could you please tell me why Masons are mentioned from time to time? What are they noted for and guilty of?
Well, police departments, systems that decide to do the wrong thing and pay a different society, and won't let you finish the case and get things solved. They delay things, and I hear they like little boys. Anyway, but
you said that, didn't you? Okay. Moving right along, Masons, yes. And then if you get to the 33rd degree, then you really have something to be concerned about. I would suggest you do some research on the topic. They're very powerful. They have control of a lot of things. Yeah. This person has actually, we don't have to make this all about her, but this has been.
Yeah.
The rest of the
yeah. So. When she crawls out of the mountain. Anyway.
There's a lot of people that think she's awesome. I don't know. I just.
It's the hope drink. Hope. Oh, no, didn't happen. Hope. No, not again. I mean, that's all it's been. Spinning. It spins the circle.
She was going to send everybody $3,333 2 years ago. Have you gotten any?
You have no money. He has no money. No access. But it sounds good, doesn't it?
I mean, she talks a good game. San Diego, California cliffs at Black's Beach in La Jolla collapsed. That's interesting.
I wonder who.
Collapsed.
Well, maybe. Well, I said that they were starting to deteriorate, but yeah, because after the rainfalls, when I did the California prediction, remember that it's unstable. The ground would be unstable, and then they would have deterioration and starting to fall in the ocean. So I guess that's starting. La Jolla.
So, would you advise people to not live near the coast in California?
I would advise people to stay away from it for a while because it's going to, especially if you're starting to see where they're crossing off roads, you got to look at the deterioration, what it's doing. I mean, any of those houses that they're deciding they want to be on a big cliff, this is a good time to move right now because it may not be there next week. And I know La Jolla, and yeah, they got some houses out like that, and it's that ground. So as soon as it's soaked down, and I did the levels of the soil and how it's liquefied underneath, and then that's going to collapse as it dries up and expands a little and then shifts.
So we have someone making this comment, and we would have to say that we agree.
Humbly.
Yes. Okay. We won't. She'll be after me.
Oh,
because I had you on. I already got something from someone about that. Funny. Anyway.
Oh well. In a couple of weeks, she's going to be shitting her pants.
Well, that sounds like an interesting story. But I imagine you would tell us if it was open to the public. Let's see. Blacks, Puerto Ricans, and original dark carbon Asiatics have black goo at the base of their spine. Just another fact many will not want to believe.
Yeah, not me either.
Me either. I don't know why that would be. Why
this
would that
person's
be?
very stuck on the DNA in the body.
Well, I have. What's this one say? Another comment. I have heard everyone has been microchips when it started in 2012 through 2014. When the process was finished, is that truth or not?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I heard that. I also have read just recently about the smart dust, the little nano that they've been dumping on us for 20 years. That's another thing that the solar flash thing will. I forgot the better name you were going to call it, but anyway, that supposedly will deactivate or short circuit, however you want to look at it.
Circuit what?
The little nanotech, the self-replicating, so that it can't do what it would ordinarily do.
Well, if it does, I mean, that's the whole thing about this. What I saw with the solar flash, I call it the solar fog. When it comes in, the thing is, you're going to be on one side or the other with this situation. You're either a part of the light or part of the darkness. And they're saying, they're submerged in a certain percentage of darkness. You cannot breathe in it. You will become the dust for which you came. And the ones who are, have been in this enlightenment and this abundance and evolve into where we all need to go and develop into the light it's like, yes, they'll embrace it. They'll be a part of it. They'll understand the energy. There'll be a memory of it coming back, of knowing. See, that's the whole thing, is with our conscience of going back to our higher self. I think when that comes in, there's memory that's coming back from our higher self too.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Me too. I'm running out there.
I'm ready. Yeah. Bring on the fog.
That's right. Now.
Okay. What happens with the spirits of experiment chimera hybrids created in dumps?
I think that's a very careful situation. And I think you have to look at that in categories of their condition, how they can handle it, if they decide to dismantle things, if they decide humanely what needs to happen that's best for that energy. So in a humanely way. So, I think, and I've heard, a lot of dismantling had to happen.
I heard some were euthanized as well because it was so bad.
Well, dismantling, yeah.
That's what you mean by dismantle.
Yeah, dismantle.
Okay. All right. Oh, here's a good question. Mary, what about the emails I get from the Trump organization, always wanting money and more money? Jenny, can we trust that? Is that really Trump or and his people? If you
want to donate to Trump, I would be going on his website and looking. I would not be trusting any email to come in.
Yeah, I get an email weekly at least.
Right.
If not daily, asking me for, Trump, you're on his team and he wants you to come to this thing, but you have to contribute so much money.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. How do I even know this has anything to do with Trump at all?
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I have been asked to put a shout out to ask anyone if they have those gold Trump bucks and they have been able to cash them in, or those cards that they came out, or does anyone know? If anybody knows out there, please contact me, because we're still trying to figure out if it's real or if it was just a big waste of money. So anyway, moving right along, we'll find another one. How bad is water and food going to be to getting poisoned? B Earthwatch lost his dog Husky again. Any suggestions?
How bad is water and food going to be poisoned? Non-existent, not happening. And watch.
I think the dog food has been compromised, and I mean,
yeah,
I've heard that anyway.
Well, I'd be changing the brand in the first place. I mean, there's a lot of natural pathic ones that are coming online, and they come from farmers, so you can change that pretty quick. But the bad food stuff, I don't believe is poisoned. It was when Trump had all those ships off coast and says none of that crap's coming back in, so it can rot out an ocean because we want real food. That I think happened. So you let those ships rot for a good reason. So
wow.
That's when that changed. So now that's a different standard, a different quality that is able to come into the States, and you have to meet those qualifications. And if you don't, that is not food.
Do you think BP will soon be president?
I don't.
Well, we have fake. So I don't know how you can answer.
Well, I mean, in the reality of the 3D green screen, no.
Here's another one. So are we now waiting for the solar flash in September 2023, the Lemurian calendar?
This is where Swear gets irritated, because they're like, we don't do dates. We do seasons. So the season that I got with them is probably, when they described it, they're not quite cold, but just ending in the hot season. So around September. So that's the season they show me.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So you're not getting, they're not showing me hot heat. They're not showing me May weather. They're showing me at the end of the summer, this other process.
Okay. We have somebody asking, will some also hear a clarion call? I don't know. That was
I don't know what that is.
A long time ago when Gaia asked people to come. I haven't heard anything about any new clarion call, and apparently you haven't either. Okay, what's this one? Oh, somebody. Oh, somebody actually did say that the spot that it was supposed to be green. Can't remember who. I think it was YouTube channel titled "Girl in the Universe" says the fog will be green.
If the fog is green, you're going to have a lot of people laughing, and they're going to be munching. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What's this? Production? Oh, prediction for timing. See, everybody wants a date all the time, all the time. You know, we can't give a date, but she just said possibly the fall. Sounded like a possibility. Okay, Wide Awake says military personnel do not get on Facebook and do that.
Right. They don't. They just have a account for their family, and that they don't.
My income, Skype. But anyway, I don't think I want to go there. That's political.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Female divorce lawyers are the ultimate scam. Talk about cheaters. Okay, whatever. We're getting a little off subject here, but
That's funny.
That's not with us today. She couldn't come. She was busy. So anyway.
Well, I think that.
Well, it looks like I don't know if we have any other questions. How about this one? Here's a good one for you. What does it mean if you are seeing big white orbs?
Well, for me, when you see the big white orb, this is where I tell people light candles or white lights because they have a lot of energy that they can sustain in that process. It's not one spirit is a different identification from another spirit. They just have a lot of energy that they can manifest, and they really want to be show themselves. That's why you see some pictures are really big and some small. It just has to do with their energy frequency, what they can come into that energy and develop in that energy. So
I've seen orbs with faces in them.
Yeah, but they can manifest that if they have the right energy to do it. So they have an impression to give you at that moment, and if they can manifest all that light, they will, and some can't.
So that's not something dark.
No.
Okay. I think that's what people might be concerned about. So that's a good thing if you're seeing the herbs.
Yeah.
That's, you know what, I think that's so fun. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but it's just like I have to tell you, I laughed. I don't even know if mine was a whole $80, but nonetheless, I am anticipating that my rent will go up at least $100 because it has every single year yet, and so it ain't keeping up with any inflation. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. We'll take a couple more questions, and I think we'll call it a day. Oh, here's somebody. Well, I don't know if you might know this. Is Justin Trudeau wearing a mask, or is he a clone?
Oh, that one's wearing a mask. That's a mask.
Oh, okay. Okay, somebody says, I think the opposite is going to happen. I think we are going to have land rise out of the sea on both the east coast of the U.S. coast, Pacific, and do you know anything about land?
I've already said that remember we talked about how inner Earth is going to come to the surface, and right. We have islands that shift, and we're going to have a bigger surface when they allow that to happen.
Where is this Golden City supposed to be rising? Did you hear about that?
Out of California.
That's what I thought.
They show me the right climate. That's what they show me.
The right climate. What's that mean? What do you mean? Weather-wise?
Weather-wise.
Oh. Somebody's asking how you feel about Kent Dunn.
He's my buddy. I don't always agree on everything, but he's my buddy, and we agree with a lot of stuff. But we're very blunt to each other, and we like that.
Okay. So if you don't agree, so just say no.
Yeah, I understand him completely, and I don't always agree with him. He always agrees with me, but we're still able to see things and get stuff done when we need to.
And that's the way it should be. And somebody's asking me if Patty Bessard passed away, and not to my knowledge. She's just laying low and healing.
I don't know. That'd be your category because you know her.
Yeah, I haven't heard from her recently. So, but I have a friend who talks to her fairly often. So, I haven't heard that. So I can't say, I can't verify, I can't confirm or deny. Let me put it that way. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. This was a joke anyway. Joe Blow, he brings. Is it true that when bad people die, they go to California?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they. California.
Maybe they're just on ice.
Okay.
Maybe they're sold on ice.
Well, okay. Here's somebody asking. Do you think the date of March 17th for the Flash? You already said that didn't possibly more likely fall. So we'll just go to the next one. I'm going to Ken's Universal Knowledge after this. I didn't know that one.
I'll check out that with the Palladium and see if they have that.
What is it? Okay. Yeah, you're. Oh, thank you, Lee. I appreciate what you just said. Well, let's see what this question is. Dutch Sense is saying people are copycat fraud to him right now. Earthquake information. Dutch, I wouldn't doubt he would be one they would do that to too.
What did they say?
That he's somebody has copied him.
Oh, Kent?
Dutch. No, Dutch. I don't know how you say his name exactly. But he does weather stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I think we've
gotten to that point.
Yeah. It's time to call it.
If you have any cases out there for fraud, just send them my way. I can help you with that and identify who they are pretty quick. And
that's awesome. That's good.
Psychic readings, teaching, all that other stuff, remote viewing, teaching, all that stuff too. So you know how to contact me. And
Jenny's site is in the description. And so all you have to do is go to her website. She has classes, she has courses, and the videos that she does, and so on. So please check it out. And thank you for being here. And we'll see you again. So I'll be having regulars with Jenny. So
yeah, we're going to bring on a new fellow, aren't we?
Yes, we are, and I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. So as soon as we can make those arrangements, we will. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a surprise. So.
Yes, it is. But very intelligent, I would say. Very intelligent. Okay.
Awesome. Great. And spiritual too, right?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Alrighty then. Well, thank you, everyone. It's been fun. It's been great. Thank you, Jenny, very much. It's always
You're welcome.
A pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Thank you. And we'll see you. Bye, everybody.
Stay in the light.
Stay in the light. Yeah, walk in the light. Shine your light.
Yes.
We have found our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers. Stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now. Don't look back now. Rise up. Stand destiny awaits. We are all the actors in the stories we create. Hope will be our guide. We'll no longer hide. When we roll like thunder, feel the wonder from inside. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers, stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now. Rise up, stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, finding our place and running the race. We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go of all your hopes and dreams that light the way. Watch me now, I feel the spotlight shining down. Everything's alright, standing.
Hi, everyone. Just a brief note. I wanted to ask again if there's anyone out there that has the gold-plated Trump books and have successfully been able to cash them or anything. I had one sent to me, so I was wondering if it might be actually something that could help. But anyway, if anyone knows anything about that, I'd greatly appreciate it. And always know that this is listener supported, and any help, if you are able, is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And I'll see you. Bye, everyone.